Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? This morning, I wanted to talk about JoJo Splat. I was intending to do this video yesterday. Of course, y'all know I took some time for myself yesterday. And I think I'm going to take another day today. I did everything I needed to do yesterday. It's a darn shame when you get excited about going furniture shopping. I got the opportunity to do some shopping for my office, and I went and did some things around my office and put up some new decoratives and all of that good stuff. And then when I finished, I um I went to bed real early last night. I went to bed real early. So I am feeling rejuvenated, and I think I told they called me early this morning, was like, all right, what's the game plan for today? What we got going? I was like, I think we might take another day today. I'll let y'all know about one. So keep it open because we might get out for a couple hours, but I just feel so rejuvenated. Okay. So I was intending to do this video about JoJo Splat yesterday, especially because we brought him up on the video that on my live on yesterday. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. Okay. I've always felt like or known that JoJo Splat name came up in the very beginning anyways, and not just by people on the internet, right? I always knew that he played some type of part. I was told that he was out there, okay. Um, some people thought that at one time he was one of the shooters. Um, I it's a lot of stuff I've heard about JoJo that I won't get into. But I don't think that he was one of the shooters. Although people said that they felt like he was one of the shooters. JoJo Splat is pretty tall, so I don't think it was him. I don't think it was Bang Wayne. Um, because some people were saying Bang Wayne yesterday. Bang Wayne definitely. I have my suspicions about Bang Wayne. I just don't say a lot about him. Um, because there may be some stuff going on with that. But the shooter with that Drake was short, and it fits more of the description of Cornelius. Okay, so but I was JoJo Splat's name was mentioned in the very beginning. Okay, and I'm getting ready to tell you guys a little secret. Okay, when this first happened, somebody credible had reached out to me, and this is before everything started being put together. And when all of this stuff first happened, this is before I ever even started vlogging on the Young Dolls case. And it was not a police officer, but somebody within the police department. And one of the first things they said was, "Well, I'm hearing they're talking about somebody named JoJo Splat." Okay, and that was before I even ever heard anything about straight drop. That's why you all saw me in the very beginning kind of doing videos on JoJo Splat CEO Bobby, because then the internet started putting it out. I've always felt like uh something would happen with that, even though once they started to trickle through things, um Cornelius, they got Cornelius, um they got straight drop, but it was other cars and stuff out there. I have no doubt that JoJo Splat and them were out there, because JoJo Splat name is what came up in the very beginning. JoJo Splat was getting questioned on a regular. He was getting picked up. That's when we started seeing him. That's why I told y'all I was watching him on Facebook when he would start having those breakdowns, and he was having nobody love me, people turning on me, and this and that. He was 18, 19 years old, and it made me feel a certain way, because I'm like, dog, it really made me mad that he would do that, get involved in something like this. And not only that, he would do that. The older guys would take a 18, 19-year-old boy that could be their goddamn grandson. Okay. And um you know and misguide him like that, right? And I've always, he's been in jail. He's been in jail, and I think, they're keeping him in jail for a reason. Okay. Now his bond had at one point been 200 something thousand. Then it went down to 100 something thousand. Now it has doubled to 500 something thousand, and he ain't been nowhere but in jail. So why is his bond doubling? He ain't been nowhere. He ain't been out for nothing else to happen. I mean, he been getting in fights down there, but I don't see those charges. Those charges wouldn't make your bond double. They put him in the hole. The most he would get for fighting in jail is they would get like a misdemeanor, right? Get like misdemeanor and probably get about 30 to 60 days added on to their time. Definitely not, that's it. But they have been fighting down there. They've been fighting. Child, they sent him. He was down there. They sent him. He was down there with straight drop, and he got the fight, and they sent him to the hole. Then they sent CEO Bobby down there and put him in the cell next to him for a couple of days, and I don't know. Then he got the fighting with. I'm told that somebody came up in there, from out of Castelia that was affiliated with Young Dolphin, wanted him, or was a loyalist of Young Dolphin. They said, I gotta have that ass, and they got the fighting. He was. They say he tried to defend himself, but it's been about 3 fights. But that's not why his charges doubled. His charges have not changed. Everything is still the same, nothing added, but they doubled his bond, which is weird, y'all. Okay, which is weird. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. In the very beginning, I did a video on him, but this is the video that he did on December 21st on Off the Porch. Okay, I think that's the name of it, Off the Porch. Yeah, it was December the 30th, 2021. That was like right after, okay, Young Dolph was assassinated. He still had on the pre-chain. Y'all see that? So they was still still disrespecting pre. And they had him to do that. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something about these interviews. Like Off the Porch, they make their money by having artists to pay them more than often to come on and promote what they have going on. I told y'all they had started promoting JoJo Splat. I listened to JoJo Splat. They asked him, did he what made him get into rapping? He said, I never wanted to rap. I didn't know how to rap. They just told me I should start rapping. So I guess that whatever his part was, because see, he could have easily been the damn driver. They were car thieves. Of that Mercedes. Hell, we know that he steal it? Was he the one that stole it? Him and CEO Bobby were the top car thieves. You don't argue with me on that, because I know it. They were the two leaders and car thieves of stealing cars. Right? And so, anyways, but I was told that it was a girl that was driving one of them cars. That one, a girl that Teasy messed with. But I don't know. That's allegedly. I'm told that she's already known that she's gonna be charged and all of that. But hey, that I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if it's true. So I have to say allegedly. Okay, the person that told me ain't had no reason to lie. Okay. But anyways, because the person told me that a family has already been trying, getting money together for a lawyer. That was months back. So I'm sure she probably already got the lawyer. And because they even, they even sent me a picture of the girl. So then I went and I just kind of scratched the surface, and so what they had said so far, I was like, it was matching up. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, there's a connection some kind of way, but I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see, right? We'll see, because one thing they haven't done is they have not told who their driver was, and they cut off the video, whereas you couldn't see who was driving the car, because the driver was sitting up in there, you know, and it wasn't Cornelius, because Cornelius was out there holding that Drake. Okay. But JoJo Splat's charges have but this is the video right here that he did like right after Young Dolph was assassinated, and he got on the pre-chain, so they were showing disrespect to Young Dolph. So they was paying, he was flying. Then they started, when things started getting hot, he started having them breakdowns. Folks, wanted to leave him alone because the folks was hot on him. They got scared, right? He got scared, and he started having them breakdowns shortly after and all of that. And then later on, we started seeing him taking vacations. He was constantly flying back and forth to LA. So he had gotten some money from somewhere. Somebody was flying him back and forth from LA. But it hurts me to see a 18-year-old. JoJo Splat is a damn baby at this point right here. He was 18. He had just turned 19, really. He was born in October, because y'all know I know his birthday. It is because I was told about this boy and I watched him closely. I found his damn Facebook page and everything. Then somebody started hooking him up with weed. He got a plug, and then he was back on his feet. And that's when I was looking at it one night. Pre he posted pre keep on playing with me, I know something. But see, it goes to show that JoJo Splat, that Young Dolph's affiliates were not evil, because they could have popped him. Because I'm told they caught him, they hemmed him up, and he cried and cried. And supposedly, they was, whoever it was, they was getting ready to do him in. And he was hollering and crying, and he said he didn't do it and told who it was, right? And so then he gets back home and jump on Facebook. He put it on Facebook. He said, if Pre keep on playing with me, I know something. They got that chain back. What they did was they scared him. They got the chain back, right? And they let him live. Okay. So then shortly after that, that's when we started seeing him going back and forth to LA. He wasn't depressed no more. Then he started putting out videos. I do video work, so I know when videos are treated. I know when they're professional. They went from doing iPhone videos to getting professional videos, and somebody with some money was paying for it, right? So on here he's talking about he learned to just be loyal. And y'all, this one he was shaking and stuff. And I'm telling you, it pulled at my heart.
So who would you list as some of your musical influence?
Okay, so I don't want to play his video, but it pulled at my heartstrings. I was like, dog, look at our young black men, how they're already in poverty and making bad decisions and things of that nature. They ain't got nobody to guide them right. And then you got these Negroes who got money that could be helping, like Black Youngster them, that could be helping to guide them in the right direction, but is encouraging them to crash out. That boy was sitting there nervous and shaking. Okay, Pre had them already hemmed him up. So they encouraged him. Now, Pre hadn't hemmed him up yet, because when they hemmed him up, and they was, I'm told, or Pre affiliates, they took that chain, so he wouldn't had that chain on. But hell, they didn't do nothing go in the mall. That chain don't even look real. They goes in the mall and get the chain and pay $10 and get chains like that from the Iranians. Because the real pre-chain, when they got at him that night, I'm told they took that back and let him live. And he went home and jumped on his Facebook because I saw it because I was watching him and said, if Pre keep on playing with me, I know something. Okay, after he had to wipe the snot and stuff off his nose and slob and stuff running all down his mouth from crying and going on. But I mean, he's still in jail, right? And I think it's a shame because this was an 18-year-old boy that they encouraged to participate in something like this. He was out there stealing cars and stuff like that, right? For them, they was committing crimes and stuff in these cars, and he played some type of part. Him and some his little crew of people. Okay, his little crew of people played had some type of affiliation because one of them they done moved flat up out of Memphis. Okay, and I ain't got. I'm through with that. Anyways, his charges have doubled. Okay, his charges have doubled. Let me see. Let's look at this. Okay. See, people wanted to say that it was him. He's 5'11". He's pretty tall. Person that was out there was short. They were short. It was Cornelius. Okay. I believe what the district attorney says. Okay, but they moved him to the 4th floor. Now he was on the 3rd floor. They moved him to the 4th floor. That is the highest level floor in the jail. The whole time he was up in there, they had him on the 3rd floor. Now they moved him to the flat, straight jungle with nothing but the hard to the core to the criminals. They don't care if they're on the 4th floor. But if you can survive up there, you can survive anywhere. Okay? And I'm trying to see where he's had charges added. I see where they let me see. They added 12 12 23 12 12 23. Sentenced. Open. So he ended up getting on 12 12 23. He got 4 charges added. That was the end of December. 50,000. So he got 4 more charges added in December. For 50,000 each. Hold on, y'all. But it's not showing down here what those charges were. Because all of these charges are saying from 2022. But let's see, bond assessed. Hold on, y'all. Let me go over to I can get a better understanding because sometimes they don't update stuff in the jail system. I have to go to the other one. And let's see what's going on. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can get a better understanding from the other system because he's had charges added in December. I'm trying to figure out how he get charges added and he been in jail the whole time. He ain't been out. They ain't going to add no fighting charges for no 50,000 each. They wouldn't do that. It's their misdemeanors. As a matter of fact, they just put him in the hole. add 30 days on to their time. Hold on. Did he didn't have that aggravated robbery at first. He's got an aggravated robbery. Let me see if he already had the aggravated robbery. Yeah, he had it. He had it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. They keep resetting his bond hearings. Um, I'm trying to see what's going on. He got a paid attorney. Order for pre-sentence report. Well, I don't know what's going on. I just know he had some charges added, child. And they've sentenced him on quite a few of these charges. Sentence. These are open. And it looks like post-date additional. That's bond information. Stop. I don't know, y'all, but that we don't see. But they moved him to the 4th floor. His bond has gone up, and I'm gonna show y'all. Be quiet, Riley. His bond has gone up. I'm gonna have to check into that to see what's going on. His bond is now almost $600,000. His bond, when he first went to jail, was 200 and something, about 250. Then they took it down to 180 something thousand. Now it has gone up to almost $600,000, and he ain't been nowhere but in jail. So he ain't been out to continuously get charges added. So they're being added. There's something going on. They doing whatever is going up and up and up. They trying to hold him up in there for some other reason. Child, I told y'all, I said from the beginning that he was to be watched because his name always came up, right? He was close to Straight Drop when Straight Drop was on that live. He jumped on Straight Drop told when he was on that live, right? The night that he took Young Dolph out, he told JoJo, call me. He was in Atlanta doing this interview. At the same time, Straight Drop had fled to Atlanta. And at that time, Black Youngster, Moneybag, Gotti, all of them were still living at that time in Atlanta, right after Dolph was taken out. Then they haul ass getting out, afterwards. During this time, it was still there, right? Okay, and I think this interview was done, that interview off the porch, I think that was in Atlanta. Okay. But anyways, yeah, now they done moved him to the 4th floor. That's the floor he was really supposed to be on anyways. I never understood why they had him on the 3rd floor, which is a lower level floor with all of his charges. But because his charges, his bond has doubled for some reason, it has doubled. It's really almost done tripled. It almost done tripled. they've had to move him up to the 4th floor. Okay. So hey, and it's, anyways. I remember him saying CEO Bobby was his best friend. I tell you. And it made me feel a certain way because he was doing the interview. You could tell he was a baby when he was on live. Somebody did an interview and him and CEO Bobby, they was just giggling like little kids. And I was like, Lord Jesus, these ain't nothing but some damn kids that they helped to crash out. These old dudes ought to be ashamed of themselves, and God gonna get them back. And he had just turned 19. And they was telling him to promote himself. This was the opportunity. Go ahead, promote himself. They was giving him money. Somebody was to promote himself, but he was having breakdowns because folks was letting him know. They was getting on his live, man. Come outside. Just come outside. Don't say none. Just come outside and move away from your house. Move to the left, because they were saying get out the way. So we don't want to pop nobody in your house. We just want you. Okay. And they was threatening him every day on the live. Okay. And he started having breakdowns, mental breakdowns. I watched it. Okay. And so, I remember him saying when he did an interview with another young man. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can pull that up. CEO Bobby, my role model. And I said, Lord Jesus, a young boy that just turned 19 a month or so, 2 months prior, is saying that CEO Bobby, who was 21 or 22 at the time, might have just turned 22, is his role model. That's the blind leading the damn blind. Okay. Let's see. And he was just shaking so bad, y'all, on that interview. He was shaking so bad on that interview on off the porch. Now, I'm surprised CEO Bobby went on that one with him. I guess he had stole the car. he had to stay behind to steal the cars. But CEO Bobby had started having breakdowns. CEO Bobby's mother. The reason CEO Bobby's energy had changed was because CEO Bobby's mother had started getting in his ass. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Hold on. I think that's when JoJo Splat was on live and he had the headscarf on. Yeah, let me show y'all. That's when JoJo Splat was up on live. He had on the headscarf. He had the headscarf on. I think that was around the time. No, this was when they still thought it was play. That was November, around November the 22nd. That's when Young Doc was first killed. And they realized that it wasn't gonna, they thought it was still play at that time. But shortly after that, they was letting them know when, they knew the day really that it happened, that it wasn't no play because all them bodies was dropping. Okay, so they was getting on live, but they weren't going outside. And when the moment he did go outside, they caught him. But I'm glad that they didn't kill him. I am. I'm happy that whoever that was, they just got Young Dolph's chain back and made him tell who it was that was actually out there. And they didn't kill him. They let him live. Okay, but anyway, y'all, that's what I want to say. Because I don't agree with folks being killed and stuff. I like for folks to go do their time. But his bond has doubled. That's something to watch. It has almost tripled. CEO Bobby he's not in, he's out. Okay. That's his best friend, that his role model. And his bond has tripled, and he's gone up to the 4th floor. They moved him to the highest level floor. I don't know. I hope he can handle it up there because everybody can't. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. We'll talk later.